Bonjour. As part of my Gamecube experience, I bought myself a pair of bongos a while ago, a few weeks ago, because everybody who owns a Gamecube's got to own bongos, and they're used with a few games, Donkey Konga being the rhythm games, and Donkey Kong Jungle Beat, which is a platformer, an excellent platformer. And while the bongos are fine for use with the rhythm games, the Donkey Konga games, because it makes sense, I felt that they were sort of shoehorned into Donkey Konga, and it wasn't that great playing the game with the bongos. And I really wanted to play the game, but you're constantly hammering on the bongos all the time, and it just starts to make you ache after a while. So I just thought, I could probably do a better job at this. So I set about making myself a dedicated controller for that, and there it is. Just sit down. A bit of a departure for me because I typically just modify things, and this is the first time I've actually built a controller from the ground up. Quite clean. Just 4 buttons on the entire thing. Those 3 there, and a little tiny start and pause button on the top. It was a kind of an interesting project. I had to sacrifice a pair of bongos to make it because I needed the board from them. I don't really like the notion of that usually, but the bongos are not rare, they're extremely common, and I deliberately found myself the rattiest pair of bongos I could find, stained, yellowed, scuffed and scratched, the kind of thing you wouldn't want to buy just for the actual bongos, but I knew the board would be fine. So that's what I did, and found a suitable enclosure. The buttons are OBSJ30 Sanwa arcade buttons, the best buttons that exist basically. They're really nice. Yeah, 3 main buttons on the front: left bongo, right bongo and clap. Now the clap button, that was a bit of a challenge, because clapping on the actual bongos is done, well, it's a microphone that just interprets any sufficiently loud sound as a clap. But how do you change that into a button? I had a couple of ideas. The first idea was proper ghetto. I just thought about removing the switch from this button and just installing the microphone inside the button case, just with a bit of foam to insulate it or something, so it would detect the clacking of the button as a clap. But that sounded horrendously inaccurate, so that didn't really materialize. So I thought about it some more, and what I ended up doing was I got one of those little piezoelectric buzzers that are just used for electronic projects and things. You just provide them with 3 volts and they buzz. So I got one of those. I dismantled it and took the speaker out, so then I just had the actual little driver board, and I basically wired it so that when you press the button, the board is provided with power, and the outputs from the speaker, where the speaker would be, go directly into the microphone inputs on this. So whenever you press the button, it just feeds a electronic buzz signal into the microphone inputs. I wasn't sure about tolerances and things, so I had to I attenuated it with a with a 1K potentiometer, just so that I didn't blow anything up, and fine-tuned it all, and it works perfectly well, which I was quite pleased with. For anybody asks, yes, you can play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat with a controller, with a normal Gamecube controller, but it's made deliberately awkward and unintuitive so that you won't actually want to. It's like you hold the D-pad and DK walks really slowly. You have to hold the D-pad and pummel the B button to make him run, and jump is up on the left shoulder, I think, and clap is over here somewhere. It's just deliberately made awkward so that you wouldn't want to use the controller. But fuck Nintendo with their weird controller fetish, because I've made my own, haha. And I shall show you it working, if I can put my phone in here without dropping it. Very professional, very professional. There we are. Right, sound. I've been going through it the last couple of days on and off. I've unlocked a bunch of new worlds. I'll go on the first one, it's nice and short. I'll play through the whole thing. Clap button in action. Clap, clap, clap. And off we go. Much easier to play with this than the bongos. So if you're lazy like me, it's ideal. This controller obviously works with Donkey Konga as well, but that's full of copyrighted music, so I can't really show you that. And I like using the bongos for that, to be fair. It's a music game. And it doesn't require you to constantly pummel the bongos like this one would. Oh, you're going to get it. This area is such a relief when you're playing on the actual bongos because you get to give your arms a rest. Ooh, scary boss fight. Don't be too scared. Oops. Yeah, suck it. And that's about it. Can't really think of anything else to say. Made it so I could be lazy, and I am sufficiently lazy, so I'm happy. And thank you for watching.